Followed by the Church of Satan.
All right, so everyone, this is Dungeon World session.
Caleb, come on, man. Hey,
Dungeon
this
World?
is role-playing public radio.
Yeah. Why are we announcing the APs now?
Because it's tradition.
We did it 2 episodes ago, and that was the first time.
No, we've always introduced it. It's always been, hi, this is Ross Payton from
Oh,
Role-Playing
yeah,
Public
Ross
Radio.
does it. But it just seems wrong. Okay.
Well,
anyway.
Hi, this isn't Ross Payton from Role Playing Public Radio. There!
Fine, this is Tom Church from Role-Playing Public Radio.
Oh, snap. Tom's doing announcer duties.
Yeah, I'm
Dogs and cats living together.
Mass hysteria. Yeah, I'm the other host, and I can do this too.
All right, well, we're running our oh-so-serious Dungeon World campaign.
The presence of those two
Very
phrases in the same
grimdark.
sentence.
And Bill is back playing Marlowe, the thief. Are you a halfling or a human? I can't remember. Neither can Bill.
I'm human.
All right.
Oh,
you're
right,
human.
because I'm a professional.
Yeah, you're a professional. It's been literally months since we've all played this game. And we've got Meliandry,
The Melodious.
the melodious, amongst other things.
Wow. He said his voice dripping with scorn.
And then we've got Nils, the
Druid.
dog person thing, animal changer person. I don't know. Druid. All right.
Jesus, that's what it is.
I don't know. You're like
He's
Teen
Druid.
Wolf over there.
No, my area of expertise is swamp.
Okay, swamps. All right. Do swamp creatures get good at high school basketball, like Teen Wolves?
They do.
Yeah, didn't you ever see Teen Gator?
Oh, yeah.
No, I saw that Raging Cage.
The
of Redneck Gators.
DTV sequel to Teen Wolf. All right. So, what happened last time? That's a good question. Maybe.
Just because we record it doesn't mean it has to be published.
Okay, so...
Oh yeah, everybody ran up the thumb gate and were almost killed by sentient choking vines, but they ended up saving a bunch of archers. Archers, yeah.
Many of them were archers. There were some that actually had swords.
Yeah, and they saved the soldiers and went to
We're big damn heroes.
Venom City, where they were holding back the armies of the Ray.
As you do.
They met a general whose name I wrote down, Naxia Thackeray.
What?
I'll call him Max.
That's not a real thing.
Let's call him Max.
Bilbo's real name. You name something Bilbo. You name your kid Bilbo. Bill's son Bilbo. You can call any name I make up. Nonsense.
Well
Till
played,
that
sir.
day!
Well played.
Or is your son going to be named Megatron?
I would also accept Megatron.
Unfortunately,
Then they went to they found out what Riandus' vengeance does. It is a sword that once it tastes the blood of something, it can then kill with a single hit anything related to it. So they know for a fact that Riandus' vengeance has at least one bloodline programmed into it, and they know that it can kill goblins now really quickly.
that'd be the one I'm carrying, right?
Yes,
That would be the one you
But
were.
other than that, it is just kind of a sword.
A scary-looking sword with a
Big,
serrated
big,
edge.
scary looking sword. So that's Riandus' vengeance. But there's some sort of magic involved in programming in a murder.
There's some kind of magic or shit.
Some creature. You can't just whack somebody with it. Because
says-
Riandus really hated the Kingdom of the Skull.
Caleb said wearing a beer drinking hat at the time.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I'm way too sober to run Dungeon World.
Bill provided resources.
It's
Salt.
true, there is booze
I need
over there.
something. I need something for Dungeon World.
It's like, you can't GM sober. That's like fishing. Sober.
I'm watching baseball.
Sober.
Horrible.
I think baseball is designed so people will drink.
So Naxia Thackeray gave you the task of going to Venom City.
Going under Venom City.
Under Venom City, the sack of the Ray's venom through the vesicles of it. Long dried out of venom, but possessed of horrible creatures.
I hope they're goblins.
How much will we have to pay you to make them goblins?
Apparently,
to remind
Marlowe's
you that
enthusiastic
I'm-
despite being entirely silent and inactive for the
Goblin condition!
48 hours. Just staring off into space.
I was bonding with the weapon, thank
He
you.
was bonding with the weapon.
You were worried about me.
Ross made a bomb out of a chicken. Aaron started.
Wizard!
Yeah, he screamed that many times. Aaron
Did stuff.
worshipped agnosticism.
Great God, meh. Holy color beige.
Tom talked to animals for money. People who wanted to communicate with their animals, and met a suicidal horse. And
I talked him out of it.
You did talk him out of it.
Are you sure it was a horse?
Of course. And then what? Why were you going down there? Why did you agree to it?
Well,
Because
She's on the Symphony Council in Venom City, so she said she'd have your Goblin Symphony perform.
actually played
Yeah.
in front of a live audience. So
Even though
people-
you don't know what magical properties it has, and it could summon an elder demon or something.
Yes, I hope it's a goblin elder demon.
Well,
or turns the whole crowd into goblins.
we're in the process.
Awesome!
We are in the process of understanding it, which is why, as I venture down into the venom sack, I will be practicing goblin throat singing along the way.
It's like the goblin art of scream singing rightfully died out in the 5th century
So you're going to be throat singing all the way down to the side.
You're in Venom City.
Yes, I am.
The walls are holding for now. People are somewhat panicked, but they don't imagine the thumb, which towers into the sky, will ever be broken.
Actually, it was. The session before, we...
But not the thumb. That was one of the phalanges.
Was that one of the phalanges, or was that...
Yeah, that was the palm. They were trying to break that was the Goblin City. The thumb lays on top of the Ray Road, and the Rays are running into it. That's why they were using the spider to get down on the hand, because the thumb is a big
In the
old
way.
bone. Yeah, in the way. Big continent-sized thumb. Think
And-
like
Or at least large eyes.
the wall in Game of Thrones, only without any kind of majesty and ridiculous, because it's a big thumb.
It's a thumbs up.
Yeah. So I guess you guys are in Venom
The
City.
buddy type.
This game is going great already. You guys are in Venom City. You're preparing to go down into the
Venom City.
The
Isn't that a
sack.
hair metal song for the ladies?
and apparently
Venom City!
Ovid has been distracted by his new chicken bomb business, so he has decided he's just run off. You don't know where he's gone.
He was cackling.
It turns out he set up a restaurant. Chicken bombs are popular.
And Titanius made a promise to go, but he's unsure if he should follow his promises, or if that is something that has been ordered by his god, or perhaps his thing that doesn't exist. In which case, so he's in.
Oh God, tell me.
He is in meditation.
He's
I'm
in
not
meditation,
or not.
or just kind of sitting there. He hasn't quite decided yet. He's meditating on that fact, perhaps. So
Unless he isn't.
it's all you guys. So there you go.
Hey, we could just blow.
Is
this
there
whole-
anything you want to do before you go
Hey,
to?
we could just blow this whole thing off and go goof off in the city for a while.
No. We have to go down there. We were
Why?
contracted to.
You were.
No, we all were. She promised boons to all of us.
If we
Mine
went.
was specific.
But we
Yours
didn't-
was different.
But we didn't agree to go.
Yes, we did.
Don't you want a boon? Everybody always wants a boon.
I don't know. My mother got a boon once.
Stop avoiding the plot. Come with us.
Like,
We
hey,
go to plot.
Hey, my mother took me to the plot
You
once.
were assuming this plot.
Hey.
That is a mistake.
That's where we're going. If you want to sit there and meditate on nothing or maybe not,
Or maybe
Titanius
something.
is right over there. You can join him.
But he's weird.
Look,
Well-
these are your choices. You can go with us onto the adventure into the dark, dark, scary hole, or you can stay here with the paladin.
Or I could go do something else.
exactly.
Now, why would you want to go and do something else?
Because you're weird. Your name has too many similar sounding words and letters. I don't like.
I hate people like that.
Like,
You know what as a druid, do you know what I hate? Alliteration.
Are you going along?
This is going somewhere fast.
Are you
yes.
Fine, I'll go with you.
All right. Not with him. Just with me.
Well,
He just happens to be going the same place.
Now,
And
you
we-
wounded me.
like,
Just-
okay. Well, if he gets in trouble, should I help him out?
Yes.
Okay. If you get in
Not
trouble-
because you're going with him.
No, of course
but
not.
because it would be the druidic thing to do.
it totally would. Do you like nature?
Let's go.
Just say yes.
Go team glass cannon.
You know, I heard that.
What?
I heard you say that.
No, you didn't.
Did I?
No.
Do you like
Hurt my
nature?
feelings.
Do you like nature?
All of them.
A bard, a druid, and a thief.
Walk into a
It's like the
bar.
beginning of a terrible joke that ends in TPK.
Oh, Caleb.
Not as long as it's goblins.
There are goblins. That's not the page I randomly turned to in the book. So you're in trouble.
All right.
You
do
sure it
nature,
wasn't?
though, right?
All right, if you want to actually play the game, there is a hole in
I don't know. I'm not liking these railroad
the
tracks. all of a
center
sudden.
of Venom City. It is
Choo choo, all aboard the
It has
railroad.
been painstakingly dug through the flesh of the Venom sac, through the exoskeleton that serves as the base of Venom City.
So how big are the sacks?
The entire city is the sack. It is a city-sized sack.
Kind of like Sacramento.
Yeah. It's been dug into
You
the
are
middle
fired.
of it because though the city is rotting, because its base is slowly decomposing over eons, they use it as a drain. They basically throw all their trash into a big hole they cut down into the dark pits.
And it just vanishes. And we assume we'll never see
Which
it
is
again.
a terrible monster haven that no one visits.
Artyugs!
And should be...
magical.
and should be
Well, you should have said shit-eating monster.
impenetrable. But Thackeray worries that the House of Mantis is going up through the tail and is going to use Venom City to sack.
All right. I grabbed
See what
David.
you did there.
I grabbed David. Why didn't you mention shit-eating monsters? I am so in.
Nothing says nature like shit eating.
You know, if there's anything I've learned from owning dogs, it's that you're
It's-
more right than you
It's
know.
Very true. So I'm looking.
Well,
at
it's a
more
shitty
because requests
mossy.
have been made. So yes, you are at this big. It's like 5 points, circa 1800s. It's like the bad part of town. Is big crossroads, very muddy
Bill
and
the Butcher.
disgusting.
Bill the Butcher. walking
People
around.
just throwing trash and
What do you call
chamber
this
pots.
neighborhood? The Hole.
Yes, it is literally. It's called the Hole. Very good, Bill.
What do you call this neighborhood? Greenwich.
All right. So, what are you guys doing?
Which is Elvish for hole.
No. Elves have a lot more words for hole, and most of them are much better sounding.
Dainty.
One might even say petite.
If you
Our
have-
holes are much more neater and filigreed,
It is-
sometimes bleached.
It is true. Okay.
All right.
I'm going to pick pockets
I
All
find
right,
a way.
because this can't end terribly.
Roll to pickpocket.
Oh, we are good players.
I pick them. I do it, no problem.
They have nothing. You come with copious lint. They live in a place called the Hole.
Yes!
They are not very rich.
Are you going to create an effigy of yourself out of lint?
No, I'm fashioning it into coins.
Oh! That's why he's a thief. He thinks ahead.
You know,
Oh, shouldn't have eaten that chicken bomb. Dumps chamber pot down where you're going to leap. Goes limping back home as if something terrible has happened to his legs.
Or higher than his legs.
Like,
You know,
oh man, you should have seen it. It set off the smoke alarm.
on second thought, perhaps going down into the deep, dark, scary hole might not be a good idea.
Yeah, you're right. Let's wait till it cleans out a little bit. Smells better. I'll put a pinch of perfume down there. A little bit of ambergris. See what happens.
We could throw a chicken bomb down there.
East Michelle, no, don't do it. You see on the other side of the hole,
Oh, thank
a
God,
boy
plot.
is throwing a girl's doll into it and laughing at her. And
Hey, you
she
know
is
what?
crying and staring down at the hole.
Ooh.
Very sad and orphan-like.
Could I whip out my bow and arrow it to the side of the hole?
You don't really just shoot. You could just stab an arrow into the side of the hole. That's fine.
No, through the doll. You said it was on the other side of the hole.
Yeah, it's fallen into darkness.
Well,
So you're going to hit it midair?
Well, it's a hole. So, yeah, into
How
the
big's
side.
the hole? How big's the hole?
Okay.
Because obviously there has to be some thickness to the
That's a
exoskeleton.
volley. So you need a 10 plus to hit a doll that you suddenly see midair.
How big around is this hole?
That's what she said.
Boom.
It's a very large hole. It's like a football field across.
Okay, that big.
It's the sewer for the entire city.
That's an 8, so that's a pass. It's supposed to be passed with complication, but this isn't actually fighting, so...
You took a shot.
Okay.
Now, your arrow isn't attached to anything, so you shot an arrow through the doll as it fell.
It fell to earth. I knew not where.
And now it has been punctured by an arrow. Ismachel, the younger brother, says, "Yeah, fuck her doll! I was just gonna cover it in shit, but it's got an arrow in it now, sis! Woo! Thanks, man!"
The youth of this city are corrupted.
Again, he's raised in a place literally called the hole.
Let's see that was like a single match.
Marlo,
Like invisible
Marlo,
from space.
that was a terrible thing you just did.
But it was a long way down into the poo pile. I was just trying to say... It's a doll. It can be sewn up. It has obviously already been sewn up. I mean, just look at the thing.
Well, granted,
Did you see it from this distance? I couldn't make it
No,
out.
it's just a swirling dark abyss.
Like, how's it smell in there?
It's not good.
What kind of answer were you expecting?
Like,
Well-
sublime.
the heroic thing to do is to go trekking into that and bring back the girl's doll. This is not going to be fun at all, is it?
Oh, no.
Nope. This is a random old man who you see suddenly standing next to you.
Who are you? What? That's not important.
Do you ask who he is?
Yes.
I'm Liam Wolfen. Who are you?
I'm Marlo, the wealth redistributor.
What brings you down to the hole?
You have no idea how many times I've asked myself that.
If I had a nickel for every time I heard that, I'd have 5 nickels.
I'm sorry, I wasn't here for the last plot. Well, someone who was kind
Yeah,
of
the thing is,
explain.
the last plot was...
You need to go down and make sure it's not full of enemy soldiers coming to kill everyone.
So basically, what we need to do is we need to plumb its depths. Just
We need to go take a shufty down
explore every crevice and make sure that there's nothing scary there.
there. Or anything in enemy uniforms.
Is he an entendromancer? I've heard they have those in other cities.
Yes. Yeah, it's what he does.
Powerful magic, that entendromancy.
It's true.
Look, I'm just gonna... Hey.
I used to come down and just stare at the hole in my youth, too.
The hole in your youth?
Yeah, I mean,
didn't
it makes a
realize
man
that-
think. Yeah.
So what can you tell us
What
about
does
the
it
hole?
make a man think?
What secrets does it hold?
It's dark, and it's very smelly. We occasionally hear horrible screams of things unnameable that are best forgotten. And
This really needs to stop being a gay joke.
you could just jump down there. I don't think you need a ladder. It's pretty well cushioned. at
Come
the
drop your golf pencil into our mine shaft.
How exactly are we going to get back?
I wanted to be clear, I planned nothing of this game, and therefore did not plan this occurrence.
Just
I
thought,
bear
Really? You didn't plan
no
the hole?
respo- I did not plan the hole.
well, we can spend the next hour of game time just waxing poetic about the hole.
Like you do.
What do everybody?
I actually published a chapbook of whole poems in my youth. I was a bit of an artist.
Like, do you have a copy of that?
I called it Ruminations on the Hole. I think I have some back at the shed. I'll come back if you boys want to read it. He goes shuffling away to get his book of poetry. He's going to read it to you.
Excellent.
Like, read to us, old man.
I'm going to make myself comfortable on the ground around the hole.
Yes, do let's. Oh,
Wait, you're a bard, aren't you?
excuse me. Do you see that thing over there?
Yes, he succeeds. I saw the roll. 2d6 added up to 13. You fall in the fucking hole.
Wilhelm scream.
Oh no, Marlowe has tripped down there. We must rescue him.
Like, get your hands off me. Don't ever do that again.
Grab, toss.
No,
All right.
I resist. You saw the roll.
All right, Everbryn, roll for con. You're defying danger.
What?
Yeah.
Why should I have to roll for this? I didn't decide to do this.
You didn't decide to play the game either.
What?
9.
9.
Fail.
Do you epically fail?
No, just regular.
No, this is good old-fashioned God Fairy failure.
Didn't you get a 7? Oh, ouch. You are...
It's got to go somewhere.
Yeah. You are retching. You are not feeling well. You did not land on your feet. I'll say that much.
Hey, this is no time. This is no time to do your ostrich impersonation. Get your head out of there.
So for a while, you're going to have to carry Marlowe, as he is just in no way to move. It's extremely dark. You can't see anything unless you're
In
an
the
elf.
box my pop made.
And then it's just a big old pile of food and
Trash.
shit and trash.
Stuff that was once food.
Believe me, there's nothing to see here. We probably want to move along.
All right.
Further in, further in.
Like, by the way, I want you to we all remember whose fault it is.
All right. You could spout lore about this place. You could
Oh my god.
discern realities.
I've heard stories of the shit dwellers down within the hole.
We need to start a special category that's like very special episodes of RPPR.
I think this is definitely going in the B side.
Or the B for best side.
All right, decide
That's
what
all
you're gonna
B
do.
ever means.
It's a fucking dungeon. There's dungeony shit in it.
I don't believe you. We are awesome adventurers.
Yes, we are.
I wanted to listen to some poetry, but no.
So did I.
But somebody here had to go to the plot, didn't you?
The poetry would have probably been painful. Very, very painful.
You're the one that's supposed to
It
like
can't
art.
be more painful than. Why does it always have carrots?
Here, drink some of this. It's Ipecac.
Oh, great. I
Does
get
it-
pie.
You certainly do.
Sorry, we spent the time you were away making barf jokes.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, good. You shouldn't have been.
All right.
I've heard stories about this place.
I bet
Lots
you have.
and lots of stories.
Yeah, well, who wants to hear them?
Oh.
Yeah,
All
you
the night
pushed,
on Spout Lore.
you pushed us down here.
I will tell you something interesting about you to make it useful. Okay. Venom City's subterranean realm is rumored to have an infestation of Formian people that live off of the human excrement.
Beg pardon.
Yes.
When you say Formian, do you
Ant-Men.
mean... Okay.
Yes.
Wasn't sure if
A
Formian
dung
or Fomorian.
ant-man type.
So slightly more Egyptian in culture.
Yes. They have the little curved staff things. And funny headdresses.
Okay.
I've heard that the hole is full of scarab men.
So, do they worship?
Wait,
do they?
so the hole has crabs? Is that what you're telling me?
No. More like beetles.
Ugh, that's gotta hurt. I heard stories about them worse than the crabs.
You know, I've heard of... I know a cleric somewhere, I think, that could get that taken care of.
I've heard there's a shampoo you can use. What the hell?
That's probably them now.
probably. I think we might have to prepare ourselves for kitty combat. You know.
They might have a...
You're still on the giant pile of crap.
We were moving.
What other...
There are any number of...
You say "the" as though it's the only giant pile of crap.
It's a big pile of crap.
fairly large.
So let me ask, okay, do these ant people, do they worship the surface dwellers as the providers who send their trash and shit down below?
No, they mainly just consume this. They have an entirely different belief system, and I believe that was one of them either hissing at us. Is that a warning hiss or is that a greeting hiss? Look in that direction.
It's very dark. You don't see anything. I know you're an elf, but they're not out in the open or anything. Whatever is hissing. You're surrounded by a cavernous beehive of. You're basically in the. Yeah, you're basically in the capillaries of venom-producing sacs. So it's a baffling labyrinth down here.
Other than the great big crap pile.
Other than the great crap
All right.
whose weight has crushed the vessels until they have slowly receded down.
So do you need
All
some...
right, I'm going to take out my halfling pipeweed.
No, I think I'm good now.
Light up.
And now for the doctor.
Because on the one hand, that's a nice sweet smell that will help diffuse the ambient aroma, and for the other, it'll provide a little bit of light.
My dad was a chain smoker.
It's okay. There are treatments. Yes, we heard you. Thank you, hissing sound.
You also hear drums in the distance.
Discern reality roll.
What's this? Yeah.
Sounds
like they're just banging on a table.
Nope.
What does it all mean? What's
gentlemen, perhaps you might want to look around a little bit.
We can't see
Avail
anything.
ourselves of the surroundings.
We can't see anything.
Does anybody have a torch?
Torches? Did we bring torches?
That's adventuring gear.
Ah.
All
Did you
right.
bring anything to light it with? Oh, fuck off.
All right.
Wait, should we light torches down here?
Everyone roll
pretty
defy
well
danger.
At least
I would
something's
use
happening
Dex.
now.
Nine.
Make.
11.
All right, you all get out of the way. Out of chitin arrows go flying from dark recesses. You see out of the various corpuscles around the place.
You're making up words.
I am. You have dung beetle men crawling out with his armaments hissing. You're utterly surrounded. There are hundreds of them. And then the drums keep getting closer, too, from the other side.
Very bad thing happened when drums stop. Like bass solo.
Well, in that case, save one arrow or knife, whatever, for yourself. If we have to go with the bass solo.
You also now hear a horn.
See? It's coming.
Release the Slayer fans.
The smell! So one of the leathery flaps of the rotted vessels burst forth as a gigantic orc berserker comes blasting through the walls, armed with dozens of heavily armed orcs, and they all go charging up the dung pile towards you as the dung men close in as well. So what do you do?
Surrender.
You can do that.
Fuck it!
All right, that's parlay.
You use the word hundreds.
Somebody needs to parlay to don't kill us.
We call in peace. Allow me to talk for us.
All right.
That is an 11.
All right. They're not going to kill you. Promise not to kill me, and I'll do anything you say.
Short of, that thing.
So
I will not do that thing tonight.
As you are resting on the dung pile, the orcs and dung beetle men clash all around you, completely ignoring you. It's like, it's a epic battle.
Right. Hey, guys. Let's go. Let's skadoosh.
Nope, don't draw their attention.
Just go.
But The dung men clearly belong here. The orcs shouldn't be.
You don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on here.
Listen to the ecologist.
Yeah.
David,
Obviously,
make,
the dung beetle men are the invasive species.
make another dex roll.
8.
Okay. You suddenly hesitate or flinch. All right. You're missed. Your head is missed by the blow from the club. But what follows, the man who rips the pipe weed out of your mouth and steals your pipe and goes running away. One of the orcs has your pipe and is now retreating. All right.
You can't take him anywhere.
Isn't that just like elves?
Swing.
They always involve themselves in other people's wars.
He stole my pipe. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Marlo, are you
You
going
could get another one.
Retreat! The orcs go running back down the pile, following the orc carrying the pipe.
Okay, this person, that number has called me like 10 times in the last week and there's no one there. It's a 1-800 number.
That didn't happen in the game.
Oh. Sorry.
That's okay. I've got another one. I don't need both knees.
You don't.
So the orcs are retreating. The dung beetle men are kind of just standing there awkwardly, unsure what to do.
That's my pipe. Come, we need to get it back.
But
No, I want to see what the...
hello, well met and good day, sir.
Like, oh,
Wait,
like,
do I speak click? I remember.
They're
Wait.
clicking at each other and looking around confusedly.
All right.
When you're a thief, sometimes you have to learn languages that some might find unconventional, to say the least.
the more you know.
Are you discerning realities?
Yeah, or spout lore, whichever.
Oh, wait a minute. A bestiary of creatures unusual.
I think discerning realities would work
Okay.
if you're trying to know what they're saying.
What does an 8 get me?
An 8 gets you one question on that list.
What is about to happen?
The dung beetle men are talking because you speak click about it's an unfamiliar dialect though.
Right.
Like, I say, what are those...
You're more.
I speak June
yeah,
bug
yeah. It's very different. It's like Cantonese.
They're like, I say, one of those
So
creatures with no shell.
they're wondering why you're here and why you're working with the orcs, and the other one is saying, "Who cares? Let's just kill them and go back home."
I'm going to tell him we're not here with the orcs, which is obvious given that they just stole something from us.
I don't know what. Do a soft shoe dance and stab your fucking fingers.
Dude, you're like a beat poet.
No. Actually, I get what he's going for. Castanets.
There's no room for that. Way to screw it up, Dungeon World. I got nothing here.
I feel like
Parlay.
that's spout lore or parlay.
Actually, that would be parlay.
I'll go with parlay. Yeah.
Like, would these be creatures of the wild?
Nope.
Well,
You're
okay.
just doing a crazy little dance.
That could have been worse.
A bestiary of creatures unusual. Is it a possibility that after I see him start it? No. You're doing northern click.
It doesn't matter. They're going to kill you now. So it's combat. You have a bunch of dung beetle men trying to murder you.
You just had to go with northern.
Their ranks were greatly thinned by the orcs,
Thank
but there
goodness.
are a bunch of them. So a big tribe of dung beetle men are going to try and cut you in half with their big pinchers and shoot you with arrows. So everybody go! What are you going to do? You're on a pile of crap. King of the pile of crap.
Are there giant?
It's like King of the Hill, but less rewarding.
Are there giant beetles in the swamp?
No, there are not. There's giant water spinners in the swamp. They're quite different.
Well, giant. I've become a large swamp insect that I can fight them with.
You are a giant water spinner.
Fantastic.
Your legs are quite thin, but you have a wicked proboscis.
I'm used to it. Just like Mom used to talk about.
All right, so that's your turn, becoming a giant water spinner. Yes.
Bow. I shot an arrow at the bug.
All right, volley.
And I hit the bug. That's a 10.
All right, a 10.
Oh, hi, bug.
You have a clear shot. You deal damage, so deal your damage.
1.
He is completely unarmed. It bounces off his exoskeleton.
In fact, does he give you a one?
He gives the multi-eyed equivalent of that.
Oh, many eyes.
And multi-armed.
Yeah. So many shrugs.
Like, that is the most epic shrug.
It's like Krishna shrugging at you.
You do not want that.
Marlo?
She's like Judge Judy.
Slicing?
I can slash.
Like,
yes,
sometimes
over.
when you're a thief, you have to cut up bugs.
No.
This is actually very rare in thief life.
Well, that's not good.
You whiff, slipping in poo, and then puking again.
Can I use that as my attack?
No.
I don't think the Ipecac is
They
worn
would
off.
find that delicious. They are tongue.
I'm trying to placate them.
Oh, in fact, it heals them, right?
Yes. So they're going to try and hit Bill.
Oh, hi, Bill.
So your attack whiffed. So that means the enemy makes an attack against you separately because you failed completely. 7 and 9, they get retaliation. So you could defy danger.
I'm just going to recover from slipping fast because obviously I'm a thief and I'm acrobatic and that's what I do.
Sometimes a thief has to recover.
My own shit. 11 to defy danger.
All right, you describe what you do.
I
Move your head slightly to the side.
first to dodge the attack, and then I kip up, out of the pile of poo,
Like you do.
like you do, and scrabble back up the hill to my compatriots.
All right. You are also being attacked by a volley of chitinous arrows.
I'm going to defy danger.
Okay.
Danger defied.
Please tell
that
me you do
is-
it Daffy Duck style. What? Ho! Aha! Parry! Thrust! Wong!
Like, and then you have a pig.
Wait, that's not right.
Then you have
No.
then you have a pig laughing his
10.
ass off right next to you.
All right. You dodge a bunch of arrows. You slide down the hill out of range of them.
I know this one.
There on
the
the other
steps
side.
are. It's the you're caught on ship tango. A left and a left and a right.
It's just a joke. It's just
Pirouette. Pirouette.
It's just a
and
step.
swirl.
It's just a step to the left.
All right. They are attacking the giant water spinner.
Like buzz. I get out of the way of their attack because I do not wish them to hurt my prey.
All right. Defy danger.
Your long and glorious proboscis.
5.
You do not. They do things to you.
Horrible things.
Such things. You take a d6 of damage.
No, I don't.
Roll a d6.
Oh, great. Thanks. No, you roll your own damage, bitch.
I don't even have dice. I'm not even supposed to touch dice in this game. So you take 4 damage, minus whatever your armor is.
Yeah.
Alright. So,
Fuck.
yeah, what are you doing now? There's even more of them coming.
Fuck it, let's run away after the orcs. We need to get your pipe back anyway.
We really don't.
It's important to get the pipe back.
Oh, now we want to get the pipe back.
Well, obviously it's the plot, so...
We get it. We heard you the first time.
So are you all running away?
Meliandre, what do your elf ears hear?
Take out your.
What the fuck does that mean, man? What are your human ears here?
I mean, then he takes.
Racist?
Then he takes out. He takes out his iPhone head. Like, what? Like, what are you like? What are you listening?
I'm drinking all your booze.
I'm going to take one soon so that you do not take all of them. Or I'll take that one.
You're causing this.
I want you to know.
It's
I do not
glorious.
accept the blame.
That is a wonderful question, Marlowe. What do my elvish ears hear? Discern reality.
Okay.
I got nothing. I hear the clicking
You
of
have poo in them. From the jump into the pile.
No, I loaded on my feet.
It's been a lot of shuffling around on poo since then. There's been a whole war on a poo pile.
So in case we ever wanted to know what Caleb can come up with on the fly, it's
Shit.
whatever a 13-year-old boy could come
I
up
have a beautiful plot that you will not go to.
We're going to it.
Where are you going?
We're down in the hole, aren't we?
It wasn't like just inside the hole. It's further into the hole.
That's
Then you
that's
were
going
you-
now.
then you
Right,
attacked-
then
you
run.
attacked us- Then you attacked us
You're
with
running for
hundreds
the
of bug
throbbing
things.
prostate of this hole.
All right.
Then you attacked us with like hundreds of bug dudes.
You weren't doing anything. You were just making poop jokes on your own. I will not take responsibility for your own poop jokes.
Well, you better, because this is happening.
Definitely B-sides.
We must plunge deeper, gentlemen.
This is close.
This way.
So
Follow my fingers.
you go running through
We're buzzing off.
the various leathery flap corridors of the venom sacks.
It reminds me of a brothel I went to once.
It would.
And then I
It was
think
freaky.
discerning realities would be a good idea, as it is a just labyrinth maze of spongy, leathery floors and
It's
walls.
just like that brothel I went to. No.
Yeah, so I'm good.
I think I got lost.
I make.
Follow the bug.
So you can ask 3 questions in discern reality.
What should I be on the lookout for?
Orcs or the smell of halfling pipeweed.
Do I detect either of those things? That's not one of the
You
questions.
do. You're
but-
following them.
Okay. What here is not what it appears to be.
The reason the orcs are there, you can't really figure that out. They should have just killed you, eaten you, done terrible things to you in the process of eating you. The fact that they ignored you was rather strange.
Sold us insurance.
What here is useful or valuable to me?
You could try and kill something with Riandis' vengeance and see what happens. That
Tried
would be
that
a
once
useful
already, it didn't
experiment.
work.
Yeah.
Well,
Poo is slippery, and it's hard to get your footing.
so true.
Hey, I got a 9.
Oh, you got a 9, so you can ask a question.
What is about to happen?
You are about to run into a large chamber. You can sense that ahead because you're a bug.
I do that.
They have water there. You kind
Air
of want
pressure.
to float on top of it
Like, hey,
using your specially adapted legs.
they're very thin.
Yes, they are
Cube
quite
rule.
thin.
Like, you ever been to a druid brothel? That shit's fucking epic.
Oh my god, we're not going there.
Maybe you're not.
Yes. Your character can do that in another game that occurs after this game, and I leave.
You leave the city.
So you're about to run into a large chamber that has water. And many other
that's-
people disturbing it, which sucks. 'cause
Oh,
you can't
good.
just stand on it.
Oh, good. We're about to hit some perfectly clean, fresh water to replenish our precious bodily fluids. You shouldn't have
Sounds
drunk,
good to
You
me.
shouldn't have drunk the whole bottle, man. I don't like, dude. I can't believe you just drank it when I gave it to you. Didn't even ask any questions. Down the hatch.
Whilst talking about the efficacy of going to this room or not, you just stumble into it altogether.
Oh, we're going.
Well, there we are.
It is full of orcs, screaming and bashing armor.
The smell.
Yes, there is one orc on a
What do we want? Better wages. When do we
throne
want
made of dead dung beetle men.
Like you do.
And he is smoking Meliandry's pipe on top of it. And he's looking rather chill for an orc. Though he is quite large.
Like, far fucking out, man. Does he look, is he like that relaxed?
Yeah, you see that the water, the brackish water, it is quite disgusting, is separating the orcs on either side. They are away from the throne, and that there is a path directly to the throne, and you've stumbled onto it. And so the orc on the throne is...
To us?
yes.
All right.
I see no way this could go horribly wrong.
Well, he's on the throne of the Bugmen, so clearly he's
Is there any orc down
less
down
likely
here
to kill us.
at the same time?
There is a goblin that attends him. Apparently.
Oh, a goblin?
He's enslaved and on a leash.
Is he like looking like
And
plaintively,
completely
like,
unarmed.
is he looking at us plaintively like, please end my life?
Because that could be right.
Hey, you looking to die?
You know what the first part of murder hobo is? Murder.
Well, he got the shit covered part of being a hobo. That's good.
Well, let's advance.
Yes.
Hey, guys. What are you guys doing here? Hey, how are you? Come here. Come.
You're awfully stoned for
He
tobacco.
starts giving you all hugs.
Like, hug a bug. There you go.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, you want to stand in the water? That would be cool. That's just crazy. Nature's crazy.
It sure is.
This is relatively cray.
That is awesome. So how you guys doing?
Well, I was doing better before your associate absconded with my pipe.
Oh, yeah, I gave him orders to do that. I'm sorry. I really need it, though.
Why?
I'm Faggy, the recently mellowed king of the orcs. What's up?
Far out.
You guys have any food?
I got some.
I went vegan recently, so
No.
I can't eat you guys because
That's
Does
fortunate.
he laugh a little?
I feel bad, man. I was just uninformed back then.
I'll become myself again. Yeah, I got some.
You sink into brackish water. It's
Oh yeah,
disgusting.
that. I'll sit down.
Oh yeah, I got thrown.
Always with the forgetting. That's okay. I've had worse. Yeah, I got some.
Brothel I went to one time.
Woo! Yeah, so here's some.
So look, I know stealing is not cool. We have
It's not copacetic.
stuff we could give you that people throw away. I don't know what you guys are into. I'm not really into material possessions anymore.
Aside from pipes.
Well, I just really need. You can have the pipe back. I just really need the weed because you know how orc physiology is.
Let's say hypothetically that we don't.
I totally do, by the way.
Oh, you know how we're all bloodthirsty and we kill and rape your people,
Like
Yeah.
you do.
all
like you
the
do,
time. We're not really into that. It's just
Do
we
the other
got.
orcs, the other orcs look
We've
like
got
you do?
hormonal imbalances as a result of being a cursed race from beyond time. And, it's really medicinal, this halfling weed, that you need it, it should be prescribed to all orcs, and, the whole Colossus Archipelago would be way better off.
you could do some really good hydroponic stuff.
But, you can't really get people to sell it to you, because then you, go talk to them, and all you can really do is grunt, and then they scream, and then you stab them and drink their blood, and then you just forget why you were there.
Sir, I think you have a vast untapped resource down here. The possibility for some hydroponics down here is excellent.
That's what I'm saying. Man. That's what I told them. They're just bashing shields and screaming in her. But yeah, look, I was on the shit pile, killing dung beetle men.
Like you do.
Just because I have an unquenchable bloodlust. And,
Except when high.
And the Venom City guards came by the hole, and there was these kids were hanging out up top, and the Venom City guards were there, and they were all shouting in their human language, and I was jumping up on the shit pile to try and murder them, and I couldn't reach, and it was really frustrating. But then, the kids got really scared, and they threw this halfling weed down in the hole to me, and it was still lit, and so I ate it all, because I thought it was part of their flesh. Oh. And I just felt really good, and I just had a whole new outlook on life. And we found other bits of it in the shit pile, because apparently the guards don't like the halfling weed, which I just don't understand. In an enlightened age like this.
It's a wonderful substance.
I've just been, I've kind of risen in the ranks of the orcs, because I can reason and don't just senselessly murder things. And I would like to bring some people along, because I really only have, Finfee, my slave, here to talk to, and
He seems a little skittish.
Well, I did some things, but I was less enlightened back then.
Hey, we can't be judged by our past.
I'm just really lonely, and it's hard to keep these guys under control. They're really harsh. And I would really like to just share this with my people. But, it's difficult because I only get the halfling wheat after it's grown. We don't get any seeds. We have so much fertilizer down here.
Well, wait a sec. That last batch you bought was pretty rough, wasn't it?
It was.
I mean,
I
like
might have
you're going
some
to get
seeds,
out
not
here.
a lot, but there might be enough for a start.
And I can totally, I know growing stuff, man. And I know recreational narcotics, let me tell you.
Well, I would need like a lot. Well, let me show you. I prepare. I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of free time now that I don't murder and eat things all the time.
Has that been hard?
No, it's great. It's like you have so much more time in your day.
Okay, guys, can we just ignore this and just bring him along as like our new buddy?
Be down for that.
So he takes you behind the throne of Bug. Sorry, it's like a little tight because of the water. But,
And of course.
No, it's all right.
I put the water there because they're constantly like challenging me for rights to the throne, and I'm not really into fighting anymore. But like the water, I think they think it's like 1,000,000 feet deep and not puddles, so they just stay on the sides.
We can ham it up a little bit to put the point home.
No, they'll be fine, especially once they chill out. Anyway, so you go. He has started agriculture. There are bioluminescent worms all over the ceiling of a cavernous vessel of venom that has been turned into rows and rows of human fertilizer, ready for growing. And he is just I've been really looking for somebody to come down here to trade, but I realize it's partly my fault for the fact that I killed anybody that fell into the hole for
Once again,
decades.
hey,
But
our past should not hold us back.
that's
Future
so
that
true,
counts.
man. Yeah, are you even your past self?
We are not.
Is that even you, or is that someone else?
That's cosmic, man.
Hey, when'd you guys get here? How you doing? I'm Thaggy, the recently mellowed. It's really nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Look, I could really use some halfling weed.
Hey, man. We can hook you up.
Oh, that would be cool. But what can I get you guys? I'm trying this whole barter and not steal and pillage thing out. It's
funny
really
you should
enlightened.
Funny you should mention that. We need to know if there's some bad guys moving around down here.
Some bad guys.
Yeah, some soldiers.
Really harsh.
Yeah,
characters.
some soldiers from another land. We think they
The
might.
dung beetle man.
No, these are human buzzkills.
Yeah.
Oh.
In uniform.
Oh,
The man.
The man.
Oh, so man, that would be alarming if that were the case.
So, tell you what, if you could confirm that for us, or see if they're down here or not, we can hook you up. With some primo shit.
Well, I could. I'm not really good at fighting anymore.
No, you don't need to fight them. Just fight. See if they're down here.
Well, there's nothing on my side, but we're C-word Venom Sack, and the Dung Beetle Men are Ray and Palm side Venom Sack.
So we would have to confer with them.
Yeah, and they're really, they're really lame, man. They're just clicking, everything's got to fit into their little bug world, or they can't handle it. And
What up, Chief?
they breathe through their skin, so I tried the weed with them, and they were just not appreciative, and it was really sad. But look, we've been fighting a war with them for hundreds of years down here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We're not really
Well,
good
could've
at
been 2
keeping
weeks.
records. I tried to invent a system of writing, but then I got really into bongos. But I was looking around, and I was just kind of wandering around, and I found this way into their queen's hive. And if you get in there, they would definitely know if there were some human dudes down here.
Well, that would be good.
So we'd have to ask the Queen.
Yeah, the queen.
Wouldn't they not like that?
Well, they're a little bit more rational than we are, not consumed by constant bloodlust, because the queen's pretty smart. They just have kind of like standing orders. They're just drones, man. Just work-a-day drones. They're not really living free.
Aren't most people like that?
I don't really know. I've really only eaten people until this moment. I mean, don't let that be off-putting. But
No judgment.
Thanks.
We've all done things.
Oh, it's so good.
We're very progressive.
Yeah, that's nice. But yeah, I can show you the passage, but you guys got to promise me, like seriously, promise me to bring me some halfling.
Absolutely.
Pinky swear, man.
Because like, as long as I get high, like every 2 to 3 hours, like I'm doing good, and we could have like we could join the race of men.
Pinky swear, man.
All right. I lost my pinky. It was bitten off by an
I'll tell you what,
alligator.
it's tough. Like,
I'll give you a hug.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are great.
Orc hugs all around.
He's giving Finfrey, give them hugs. Give them hugs! Finfrey the goblin hugs your legs in terror. Oh, man. I need some more. I'm going to go back and smoke your pipe some more. So, meet me back here after you talk or stuff. Or, like, if you die, like, send a message or something so I know.
This will be our message.
That's what that means?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I always wondered. Oh, like, I've been wondering that for, like, years.
I bet you have.
like, there goes the more you know.
Yeah, so he goes back to his throne. You hear bongos in the distance.
And bubbles. Enough.
Okay, I don't care what happens now. We got to help this guy out.
No kidding.
I'm suddenly emotionally invested here.
All right, so
Good job,
decide
Karen.
how you want to approach the queen. Just
Like, maybe we can, like, hey, what's up, queen lady?
Yeah, I figured that's already been tried.
He's probably going to be like Thatcher, like, I will fuck your shit up, little man!
Well, at least we're not green like the other ones.
That's true. Well, not always. You're pretty green right now.
But
Seriously,
only
you should
around
not-
the gills, which, strangely enough, I don't remember having gills.
I want to get that looked at.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Yeah, it's probably
it's
nothing.
fine. It's fine.
Hey, gills...
Turd into a fish.
Look, gills happen sometimes. Now, if you get anything more, you might not want to call a doctor. Like, if you start getting a desire to swim in large groups, worry about that.
swim.
Sorry, I think I've developed a tick.
All right, so you. What did I name that little bastard?
Faggy.
Findefi, the goblin, is still there.
Feels really good when I do this.
He hands you his leash.
I'll take this leash.
Master said to take you to the secret path.
It's like, you must be very valued in his service.
His new game is sick and twisted even for him to give me the illusion of hope, respite from pain.
Hey, man.
I just wait every day for the hammer to drop.
Like, literally or figuratively?
I don't even know. And that's the worst part.
You know, you're rather well spoken for a goblin.
Why are you talking so loudly? They will hear.
It's perfectly okay. Hey, you know what? You're a valued individual. I want you to know that.
At least when the dung men kill us, it will be quick.
See,
We will achieve something like burial in their dung mounds.
you see, positive thinking.
Optimism.
The best we could hope for.
Exactly. Like,
All right.
You know what? I think he gets it. What do
He
you
really
think?
does.
So, Finfrey, the slave goblin, is leading you through the endless passages.
I do like that the tone used with the slave is still consistent. Like, it's all right, man. Do as I say. It's all right.
Well, I mean, it'd been a while since he'd been smoking.
Oh yeah.
Getting the
So,
wear off and also
you can get
have
spout lore.
Please spout lore about pipeweed, David. I really want to hear this.
Bardic lore, that would be a 9.
You have heard that orcs have alarmingly high metabolisms. So they're going to have to smoke a whole bunch of halfling weed to mellow out.
As a race.
Yes. Apparently, Thaggy, the recently mellowed, gave his subjects orders to find all halfling weed.
And smoke it vigorously.
Which is why they attacked in the first place, to get your pipe. They didn't really care about you
And why
or the dung beetle.
and why the Formians looked so confused.
Yes, they were quite perplexed. So,
In their own way, I guess we're going. Okay, dude, that is just cold. You commit to a fight, you show up, you bring your friends,
And then you run away.
and then they run away? That is unprofessional.
No wonder they got so pissed.
Now, come to think of it, the sheer amount of volume that they would need to smoke. Basically, if they turn this entire vesicle into a huge bong.
Or, it's occurred to me a few times, these are the things you think about when you're a thief, that, much like we have cultivated many of our modern food crops from wilder crops that weren't as productive, that a thoroughly minded individual could maybe improve on the
Yeah, it's called agriculture.
cultivars of...
I'm quite in tune with that.
I understand. I see what you're getting at.
Because I'm pretty sure right now, to stay sane, like, each one of them would be going through, like, we're talking like a spliff the size of a telephone pole per day.
Or we could just make it a tighter roll or a much stronger weed.
Stronger. There we go. That's what I'm thinking.
the floor collapses!
No, it doesn't.
Hey, we could talk and walk at the same time.
Everyone roll, I guess it would be Dex, yeah.
Well, this is certainly unexpected.
10.
9.
11.
All right, you've all succeeded quite well. Who was walking Finchfree?
I've got him on the leash.
All right, he's choking. So the floor has collapsed due to rot. You look below. There's bubbling green stingray venom that has not been ejected into the Colossus.
Not the right kind of green.
Grab
It
him by
looks
the arm.
quite poisonous.
Okay, grab him by the arm and haul him up.
All right, that is a strength defy danger check, as you are holding on to a leathery flap yourself.
I will help.
All right, that is aid or interfere. Do you have a bond with Meliandre?
I do.
Yes.
All right, what is your bond?
We have a con running.
You have a you can't run a con if he dies in a pool of venom.
Exactly.
So yes, you can roll, and then you get if you get a success,
Uh-huh.
you can get a +1 or a -2.
Ha-ha!
So what do you give him? A +1 or a -2?
A +1.
A +1 to your roll, then.
Okay, that is 9.
All right, 9 is enough to pull Finn to free up and stop him from choking from the venomous pool that sprawls beneath you. It's quite dangerous.
That was close.
Yeah. Oh, thank God.
Henry, are you all right? Loosen the collar. Come on, deep breaths. Deep breaths.
I saw my wife as the tunnel vision closed in. It was beautiful.
Well, we're sorry to have taken you from that, but
Oh god, now
doubtlessly
he's-
if you died, we would also die.
Oh great,
as
now
soon
he's going
as-
to be into autoerotic asphyxiation. But
On the other hand, he might turn into a ninja goblin. So there's that.
there's that too.
All right, so Finn to free leads you again. You must
Here, take this pole. Tap the floor out in front of you.
Okay. He's a very tiny goblin. He's trying to lift the pole. Going has become alarmingly slow.
But much safer.
Yes. He tells you to be much quieter now, because you are approaching the dung beetlemen lines. Dungmian? I don't know.
Phrases Caleb did not expect to say
Beetle?
tonight.
Yes.
Use for me.
So you're approaching. It is becoming increasingly light. There is much bioluminescence approaching you. The stench is also unique. You're stopping to smell the human feces in which you are all smeared, and starting to smell something also awful and rotting.
But at least it's different.
Yes, it is quite different. And as you're walking through a cavern of bioluminescent functions, you hear to the side, "Hey, what's up?
Hello?
Look.
What is it?
Hello?
Hey, over here."
Look in that direction. Is this discern reality?
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, sure, whatever. You're dead.
What?
Burn it!
Who's talking?
Hello? Who said that?
Down here. Down here. Foot's on my face.
Oh, sorry about that.
You see underneath you there is a rotted skull, almost completely consumed by fungus on all sides. Hey, what's up?
Hey,
You're a dead guy.
let me help you with that. I'm gonna get out my dagger and start to dig it out of the ground.
Oh, thanks. I couldn't really enunciate.
Yeah.
Got the fungus in there.
Hi, how you doing?
I've been better.
Well, yeah, it looks like that. I'm Marlowe, and you are...
I'm Lethdath.
I'm sorry?
Lethdath.
Left Death.
Yes, Lethdath.
Okay, all right. And this is my associate, Nels.
Hey.
Oh, hey, you wanna get over here? I can't really turn my head.
And Meliandre.
Look me in the socket here. Hey, what's up?
If you don't
And
mind
up
an
all the way from
indelicate...
Coccyx. Hey, you've traveled far.
This might be an indelicate question, but are you still, like, attached to a body or anything?
Oh, I couldn't tell you, buddy. It's been a while.
Okay, well, in that case, if you don't mind...
Yoink! All right. Oh, hey. Wow, look at this view. This place has really gone to pot since I last,
I see what you
was
did there.
ambulatory.
Like, how long ago was that?
Oh, I couldn't really tell you. I used to be a wizard back in the day. You know me of the Vertible Mountain crew. You've heard of us, no doubt. We were quite the adventurers in my day.
Ah, yes, they still tell the tales. I think Meliandre knows a few.
Well, as a matter of fact... No, I don't.
Really? They don't talk
Elves.
about us anymore?
Elves.
Oh,
No
that is
accounting for
depressing.
elves.
Ugh.
I'm sorry, friend. I'm from the lowland regions.
Well, I mean, any of you kids wizards?
No,
Druid,
we left our
sorry.
wizard at home today. He's working on this new chicken bomb thing.
All right, you be careful with your lich spells. You'd think that's something you'd want to cast early, just in case. But you really got to make sure how you die first. It's really pivotal, or it's just not worth all the effort.
Yeah, how long do you reckon you've been down here?
I was pretty good back in the day, if I say myself. A few hundred years? I don't know. They really like to put your corpse after they've eaten their fill, or, used you to birth their young into a big old pile to grow the fungus in.
Who, they, what?
Oh, the dung beetle men. Yeah, that's kind of part of the hive culture here. It's kind of like farming for them, only grosser. But slightly, because farming's pretty gross.
It is.
Yeah, but I've been down here, I guess, a couple hundred years now.
Wow.
It must have been an eon at least, since, you guys haven't heard of me.
Right. You're remarkably sane
We
after all
were a
that
big
time.
deal. Well, that's part of the lich spell. You need
Sure.
you need to build some sanity spells in it, or then you're trying to rule towns and
one of
taking
those
over
liches.
castles. Yeah, you don't want to be one of those liches. You just don't want to die ever.
Mm-hmm.
So
They give a bad name to all of the others.
exactly right, exactly.
Well, this might be a little forward, but we've kind of been looking for a mascot, so if you'd like to hang out for a bit.
I'd love to stick around. Yeah, I mean,
Cool. Here, sit on my sword hilt.
oh, I appreciate it. Where did you get this?
Yoink. Place?
What? I thought this was legend. I had no idea.
Oh, you recognize the sword?
Riandus's vengeance? You don't? It's the most legendary blade. Been sought after for years, ever since the destruction of Riandus's rebellion.
About that, yeah, we kind of went down to the whole city thing. Okay, here, let me just drop
Did he
some knowledge
survive?
on you.
Was he still rising a guerrilla campaign against Stylo City?
No, he's been dead for I don't know. You're the bard.
Actually, I do know this one from the previous. How many years has it been?
Many, many thousands of years.
Thousands of years.
Oh, man. I mean, time flies when you're watching the fungus grow, eh?
I guess.
You know what I'm talking about.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Sweet death.
Yep.
Should have rethought that. Anyway.
Yeah, so anyway, here's what we've got going on. Giant spider, crashed the finger, whatever happened in the second session.
As I stared into space.
Then I took some time off to fugue, and these guys did something. I don't know what the fuck, but yeah. So here we are now.
I can tell you all about it. I've composed a song.
Don't let him sing.
Well, look.
Beetleman.
You should really be careful with this kind of thing. This is big power. I mean, I don't know. Is Isum Chow still in power?
Who?
King Isum Chow from Stylo City.
Well, there is a king in the Stylo City.
I don't know who that is.
You could roll spout lore or discern reality.
I'm beginning to think that you might have been down here longer than you thought.
That is a 8 on the spout lore.
Isum Chow is the king of Stylo City and the king of the Colossus Archipelago, since it was united after rebellion. But Isum Chow wouldn't have been king thousands of years ago.
Is this Isum Chow maybe not the first one? Like, does he have any kind of a thing at the end of his name? Maybe he's...
No, he's just King Isum Chow. He's been king as long as you've lived in the Colossus Archipelago.
Have I ever heard anybody talk about there being any other king?
No, not really. He's a pretty good king. All said and done.
So nobody ever talks about the king before him? No old
Not
timers
that you can
sitting around
remember.
the bar
No,
at night?
no.
Yes, Isum Chow is still king.
Oh, wow.
That-
Really? He's must be an old timer by now. Or must be his like great
Grandson.
Yeah,
Somewhere along the way.
something like that.
Yeah.
It's probably a few more. In there.
Eventual descendant, but
It's okay. We get the point. Maybe.
Well, anyway, you should be careful. He will kill you dead for this thing.
For the sword.
Yeah.
Really? Why is that?
It's Riandus' vengeance.
Ah, right. Because, rebellion, yada blah, symbol.
and if it hits the king, it will kill him.
That's the
He's
entire
not a
point.
goblin.
No, but the point of it was to forge against the bloodline. Riandus' vengeance will kill anyone of the king's bloodline. Any
But right now
princes,
it's set to goblin.
cousins. No, it's set to anyone who murders through hate and vengeance. Riandus was destroyed by the goblins, supposedly, in the city. His revenge against the king was foiled, and so the first goblin he killed was fused to blade, and all goblin kin now suffer. Humans are less amorous than goblin kind, so their
Bloodlines
blood
are a
runs a
little
little bit more
distinct.
diverse. But Riandus' main goal in forging Riandus' vision was to destroy Prince Elphegrin when he came to the city. And as he repelled the attack and killed Prince Elphegrin, Riandus' vengeance is now fused to the bloodline of the king.
Huh.
It is key to assassinate. Also, anyone who would be trying to assassinate the king of the Colossus Archipelago, whose skill with a blade is legendary, well, at least back in my day, would be well to do with Riandus' vengeance. I know if I were invading, I would certainly grill it.
So the fact that there's an invasion going on. and
There's an
we're
invasion
not-
going on?
The giant spider, did we not cover this?
No, I thought they were just attacking. They were all over the place back in the day.
Oh, no. They're really not so common now. No, this was just one.
Oh, okay.
Bunch of smaller spiders, but just the one great big one.
Oh, okay.
And actually, that's why we're down here right now.
So they must have gone through a spider generation. They typically eat each other. But there's a lot of bigger ones. It's a very selective process. But once there's one left, there's going to be a lot of little tiny ones.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Always glad to learn about biology.
It's a darn
Kids
shame.
these days, I mean, I bet the school systems are just in the toilets talking to you.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
They
especially
weren't
these.
doing good back in my day.
Especially these. I mean, here in the hull, I mean, the whole thing is just shitty.
It's been doing this all day.
So, what brings you guys down here?
Well, we're looking for the queen.
Oh, wow, that bitch. Good luck with that. I tried reasoning to her for days. She'll go on these agricultural tours every year, doing a census of the dung beetle kingdom. And I try and talk to her, but she's just really stuck up.
So she's not riveted in place?
No, she can detach from her sack thing.
Okay. Well, good, because you want to be able to do that.
Yeah, it's definitely a feature I look for in a home.
But yeah, you all need to be careful. Anybody who wants to kill the king or the king, once they find out you have Riandus' vengeance, you are not going to be treated well until you give it up.
Perhaps we should not tell everybody that we run across that we've got that sword.
Yeah, well, fortunately, not everyone's going to be a magical lich skull that's going to, be able to detect it. And I won't go setting skulls on the hilt for now.
I wouldn't know until unless you put it inside my neck hole. But
Right.
it's kind of hard to
good
ignore.
for you?
Then you know what I mean.
Is it good for you?
No, it was quite violating. But
Oh,
I've
sorry.
given up
guy.
dignity a few eons ago.
All right.
So, what are you guys going to do about those dung beetle men preparing to ambush you?
Which direction?
All around you right now?
Oh,
Everyone
they shouldn't
defy
have
danger.
talked So loud.
I defy danger.
Felderfree is gone. He completely hid.
I've got him
your
on the
tongue.
leash.
The leash is now buried in some fungus because he is trying to elude capture and death. All right. Defying danger.
10.
10.
A pincushion of arrows. So you are surrounded by, I will say, 6 dung beetlemen, archers, and you hear a roar coming from up the path as a large Starship Trooper-esque giant dung beetle man comes barreling into the room. So what do you do?
Parlay.
Gosh, I hate these dung beetles.
Okay, that's hack and slash.
From hate.
Okay.
There's hate involved. Nope. Very
Doesn't
good.
work like that, Chief. Really gotta mean it.
Ah.
Okay, gonna break out the lute and start singing a rousing song of battle. I'm going to bolster you. This is going to help.
Well, I'm aroused. Or roused.
That's what she said.
Are we back to the druid brothel again? Seriously.
Or
He's never truly left.
We never left.
It's like the Hotel
Nope.
California.
You brought a bard. If you'd have told me you brought a bard. You left me buried in the fungus.
He's a nice guy in spite of it.
Kids these days. It's all gone downhill.
Can I get you some, maybe some cotton puffs for your... Oh, that's unfortunate.
All right. What are you doing?
Yeah. I never get to use it. Attack bug again.
You're being a water spinner again?
Yeah,
Go
but-
for the gator.
Dude, it doesn't matter. It's all the same shit.
Okay.
I'll go with the gator this time. Why not?
I don't care. You could be a giant water spinner if you want.
10.
You are now a bug. Congrats.
Way to be a bug.
All right. You are
Maybe
all...
they'll send I'm one of them.
You were all being attacked by
That worked
multiple
really well
creatures.
last time.
Let's defy danger.
So one is shooting at each of you, and one is trying to pinch each of you.
Oh, ha! Parry, thrust!
Yes.
Nope.
10.
All right, that's 1. You dodge 1.
9.
9. You stumble, and 2 of them, seeing that you're prone and you're dodging, are going to defend on you next time. You get hit by an arrow, so that's 1d6 divided by 2 damage. 2 damage.
Table goes downhill.
Apparently. So the one that was going to attack Bill, seeing that he's hit, is going to go attack Meliandry. Meliandry is now surrounded, but you have one coming at you. You are now free, except for having an arrow inside you. So what do you do?
It ain't the first time. I'm going to switch because shooty better than stabby for me. So
Okay.
Thwonk.
All right, that's what you're going to do. Are you going to try and shoot the one going after Meliandry?
Sure, that's friendly.
All right, Meliandry, you're on the ground. You need to defy danger in some way.
Well, let's try a dex.
Okay.
Carlos, danger.
I did.
Danger.
Let's see how this works. It does not. That's only a 6.
You are pinched. Roll a 1d6.
Shit, we're pinched.
That's how much damage you take.
So that's going to be 3 minus 1, so 2.
Yes.
Oh, I have armor. That does things.
It does. I will say that the Dung Beetle Man is distracted if you manage to hit it with your arrow, so you can do that.
If not, do a sexy dance.
Yep, that's a 9.
All right, so roll damage.
8. Your damage is...
Oh, yeah. Four.
All right. You do 1 damage to the exoskeleton. Yeah. So,
Armored bastards are armored.
yes, you realize they're armored. You might have to think your way past this instead of hacking it, because
Bullshit!
you don't have a tank or a wizard.
Bullshit.
So, next round, what is Water Spinner doing?
Hack and slash.
All right, hacking, slashing with your proboscis, I guess? Or
With my glorious proboscis.
with your glorious proboscis.
That's what she said.
Yes.
That's a power in Better Angels, isn't it?
Glorious
proboscis.
It might be. I don't know. I got a month to write 40k words.
Whoa!
I'll throw it in there.
12.
You will roll damage for a proboscis attack. You impale Dung Beetle Man with your proboscis. You let his green blood pool on the floor, and then using your amazingly thin legs, you stand atop of it perfectly without sinking. It's quite unsettling. One of the Dung Beetle Men just flees in terror. As
Got like a little scrap still on my neck. Just
as you perfectly balance on it. So that's one down. What
And
are you,
one gone.
Yeah, what are you doing?
We're down to 4.
Let me see if I can...
And a giant one that's going to be here this turn.
which we all say at the same time. And the giant one.
I'm going to have to defy danger.
Okay.
Because there's the one trying to pinch me. It's either that or see if I can music my way out of this.
Well, they both tried to pinch you.
Yeah.
You get an attack round, though. So you can get up, or you can music your way out of it, or you can do what you want.
Well, let's see if I can music my way out of it.
You could defend.
Defend is probably a better idea. Let's defend.
Okay.
Or not. Ross's dice don't seem to like me.
Trying to Guitar Hero them is not working. The bugs are not terribly sonically attuned.
Try the Goblin Symphony.
It's not ready.
That's what you're working on. What are you doing now? Giant bug Loki
Yeah.
coming at you.
I'm going to discern reality.
Okay.
What here is useful or valuable to me?
You realize that the fungus is based on a mound of carrion, and so it is not. You're not standing on anything near the floor, and so if you could do something to disturb the piles of it underneath you, you might cause some sort of collapse that you could use to your advantage. You're fighting on a trash pile of people.
I sort it.
All right, you're cutting down into the fungus.
Yep.
All right.
Gonna try to make a deadfall. Can I? Yeah. Next round, can I trap expert?
I will say, yeah, I will say track expert. Also, you'll need 3 successes unless you trap expert, and then you'll only need 2. Then you only need 1 because then
right.
you'll have found the load-bearing fungus.
How many times have you said that in your life?
This will be reversed. Load-bearing fungus. All right. So
That's a good band name.
My high school
you are
ska
being
band.
shot at by another arrow.
Yep.
The one that you shot is going to try and pinch you as well. So you can defy danger once, and you have to take
Yep.
the other one.
Okay.
Unless somebody defends him in their action. You are being attacked, Meliandre,
Totes defy
and
danger.
you are being attacked with an arrow.
Okay, so let's see how I do with the defy danger.
So you duck one, but one's going to shoot you anyway. unless
Defy
somebody
danger.
else.
Now it works.
8.
Hey, you water bug away, skittering on the blood of your dead enemies. What are you?
That's the name of my favorite. That's the name of our song from our ska band.
Skittering on the
Blood of my enemies.
Well, I got a 10 for taking the hit.
Did you defend or?
Well, defy danger.
Oh, you defied it. Okay, so you just take it.
Yeah. Figuring it's, wait a minute, I know he's going to pinch again. So if I block it this way,
I
he
will
can't
say
get
you
all his
grab
hits.
his pinchers and just hold them from closing.
Sparks fly. For nobody really knows why, but they do.
You are struck by an arrow.
Yeah.
So roll 1d3 damage, basically.
No.
It bounces off. They really probably should have used wood instead of pieces of their own skin to make arrows.
You live and learn.
Yeah.
Or you're a hive mind and you don't.
Yes, the giant bug is attacking now. It makes a sound unlike a bug from a lazy...
Chitter, chitter,
From a
chitter.
bad Foley artist.
How about a magic trick?
Oh, that one killed me, I think. Or they were related, says the head. Whatever, Left Death. So,
It's a really unfortunate name.
well, it certainly is. He has been dead for eons. What is everybody doing with the giant bug getting ready to attack? I will say you, because you're the biggest threat.
I'm
Go ahead.
I'm actually going to try to read this.
Wow.
I know,
Are
right?
you okay?
I'm going to defend.
All right, you're going to defend. What are you doing?
I'm going to volley it.
You're going to shoot an arrow at it. What are you
Wait a
gonna
minute,
do?
wait a minute. I'm actually going to bolster him so that when he shoots...
I'm not shooting. I'm trap experting. However, if you aided me in that,
that would work. I'm going to aid him
Okay.
by playing a trap-finding song.
Where in
Fine.
the world
Is-
is Carmen?
load-bearing fungus.
Low-bearing fungus.
Yeah.
It's my only line. It's my only line.
All right. I will say this, RPPR listeners, if this is ever posted. If you write and record a song called Load-Bearing Fungus, in which that phrase plays a pivotal part of the lyrics, I will run a game for you and your group over Skype for free if you post it to the forums. The promise is made! Anyway, what do you want to do, Bill, other than trap?
Trap it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody roll.
Ooh, David, I'm sorry, man.
I succeed, so I guess yeah.
Yeah, you didn't need to be assisted. Load-bearing fungus is not a hit, sadly. Let's see if you can do better than Meliandre forums. And you have... so you find the pivotal point of fungus. Left Death is like, oh, yes, here. Our dwarf died here, and he was very fat.
Oh,
so-
architectural horror. Yes.
Yeah, that's definitely this. All right, you are being attacked by a gigantic bug and an archer.
And I rolled a 12.
All right, you skip right the fuck out of the way of the gigantic bug.
Nope.
The archer will attack you. Scoot no blood.
Hey, wait, are you in the danger zone?
If I don't move, you can't tell which way I'm going.
But he's like, I can't. Danger zone.
Slide to the left. Slide to the right.
All right, you are being attacked by 2 bugs as well. So we can defy the pinchy one or the shooty one.
Let's see if I can defy the pinchy one.
All right.
The shooty ones don't hurt as bad. Metagaming.
The Rudy Tooty aim and shooty.
Yeah, gonna just tank it like a boss. Apparently I can endure it better than I can skitter out of the way.
Like most bards who just power through. Music, motherfucker!
Actually, that's a 10 on it, so it's
Danger zone.
power chord. Thank you, good night!
Alright.
Suddenly, you try to... the goblin comes up with a cape and drapes it on your shoulders, starts escorting you off, but you run back.
No, Finfree!
Like, they deserve an encore.
Hardest working man in show business combat.
Alright.
Please don't go.
And you need to defy danger to not get shot.
Yep.
You have defied danger.
With Dex, I make it on 8.
On an
So
8. Alright, so you
Dodge.
stumble, hesitate, or flinch. So in diving out of the way, you espoy...
What? Was that a word?
Espoy, no. You expose Finn to free hiding place, so he is now exposed to danger. So next round.
No, I did spoif.
What are you doing, everybody? So the
I'm
giant
attacking-
bug is going to attack you. Findfree is going to be attacked by a pinchy bug, and everybody else is being attacked by shooty bugs.
I'm attacking the load-bearing fungus.
Attack the load-bearing fungus.
I too will attack the load-bearing fungus.
All right, attack the load-bearing fungus. What are you doing?
Defending Finfree.
Defend Finfree.
That's
All
a
right.
smart move.
That's
The
good.
power of song! No, actually with the power of sword.
All right, reroll. So you're rolling defend.
Spam, spam, spam,
That's a
spam,
con
spam.
Yep.
Yep.
11, yes.
All right, you patrek the hell out of Finfree.
Protect.
Sorry, give me a break.
Espoy.
I'm
I'm cutting you off.
Give me a shot here, okay?
Come on, people!
I'm coming up with literally all of this on the fly.
Well, whose fault is that?
I had a badass A Dirty World game prepared. Thank you very much. I
Don't
gave
blame
it a
us.
shot.
We're here.
Yeah. Don't blame us.
I'm just saying, I can only prep one game at a time.
You know who to blame.
And I will. Okay, so
Here's a hint, listeners.
you hack at the fungus. It caves in. You hear a rumble beneath you. You have saved Finfree. So here is your choice in saving him. As you've been protected from the bug person, you feel the floor collapsing beneath you. You can save yourself and let Finfree fall, or you can throw Finfree to Safefree. Safefree? I think Finfree is doing it. Finfree, the name, is doing it.
I like that. Safety.
Safefree. You can throw Finfree to safety, or you can save yourself.
What will David do?
Run free, friend free!
See, it's hard.
It is.
You're the one who chose the name.
I did not. The random name table chose the name.
Let's just blame the table then.
I will and am.
And done.
And
Yeah.
Ham?
Yes, I am. So
Ham!
the
Build this.
fungus caves. It rumbles beneath you. You and all of the bug men go falling down through the various spores as they snap under the pressure. And I guess we will see what happens when Bill gets back from wandering around outside.
You felt the call of wild.
My
Actually,
mispronunciations have destroyed you.
Your contribularities.
Actually, he was
My
grabbing his phone.
configurarities have confuffled him into vexosummation.
Sorry, something like a fuffle here.
Well, can we pause for a quick little break?
Oh, there he is.
Oh, wait, he's back.
Oh, I'm going to the bathroom anyway. So, you're all falling through a fungus forest. Alliteration!
Very nice alliteration of
I just
that.
needed to step away for a second. My phone was out of the car.
Now I punished it, and it is free. Yes.
Well, so we're falling through fungus.
Free falling.
Falling through a forest of fragmented fungus.
Yep, you're doing that thing again, aren't you?
Yes.
Falling forever forward, flowing freely.
That was almost poetic, Tom. You see how much fun that really is?
None at all.
All right.
It is a fun frolic through Freedom Falls.
Everyone needs to defy danger to not fall too far through
Danger!
the fungus forest.
Defying gravity.
Dex to fall correctly.
10!
I fall correctly.
I fall very well, because I'm a bug.
There's not water here.
You're quite light.
There's ambient moisture in the air.
Okay, so since that was through Dex and it's a 10, I'm going to hop from one falling shroom to another falling shroom to another falling shroom.
It is quite
Elven.
beautiful. Yes, you're
You're
very elven.
Legolas! Solve our problem.
Leftes, are you okay?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Peachy!
I'm at home down here. It's kind of rose to the top in the last 100 years or so.
Left End, I must say, your contrafigularities are very well here.
I don't know what that means. You kids these days with your new slang. So as you grab onto fronds, I don't know.
Mushrooms?
Spores, I guess.
No.
Of
You don't grab
spores.
onto spores.
They're very large spores, perhaps.
No, the spores are the things the fungus releases to procreate.
All right. Well, anyway, as you fall,
Caps and stems?
yes,
Mushrooms?
as you grab onto the various fungus, you see that below you the giant dung beetle and its fellows are falling into a bubbling neon green sea of leftover venom over which the dead people fungus farm was suspended. So you have vanquished your foes.
You're damn right we did.
And destroyed the dung beetle's economy.
Yes.
This won't have repercussions.
There's going to be a collapse in fungus futures. And the whole market's going to be in disarray.
Unless they diversify.
Yes.
We can help them.
Unless they legalize halfling weed, in which case they can tax it.
Like, diversify their portfolios.
Okay, that's what we should do: is convince the queen to farm the fungus or the weed.
Okay, this is why I'm inventing red markets. Because no matter what fucking game you play, you got 3 sessions in before someone tries to start a goddamn business.
That's the way we are, man.
So I just said, fuck it, we'll do it from the start. Just get it out of the way.
Do it live.
Anyway, alright, so you climb to the top.
Well, that was fun, guys.
Yeah, that was a guess.
Finfree is trying to run away, but his leash is stuck on something. So he's just kind
His
of...
little legs are just going.
So
It's almost adorable.
Finfree, you survived. How wonderful.
Hug him.
So glad to see you alive.
Ah!
Affection hurts me.
Alright, so you continue forward, I assume?
You. Big
Quietly
damn
this
heroes.
time.
What are we?
Big
Damn hero.
What'd you guys say? I can't really hear what... I don't have ears anymore.
I can't even point to him. That was a figurative point.
No.
We need to get him some hands.
Oh, okay.
We're trying to be quiet.
Okay, cool.
Hey, we'll get you some hands later.
Really? That'd be nice.
Put your inside voices.
Okay.
Jazz.
library voices.
Alright. So you arrive, you're in a gigantic chamber, it's full of eggs. There are various
Egg
creatures
one's best.
pulling around because dung beetles have queens now. Fuck you, biology! Said
Well, hey,
Caleb.
they're Formians, which is to say they're ant people who just happen to be dungish.
They interbred with the dung beetle.
That's
why
why
the-
awkward.
That's
how
why they're
biology
here
works.
in Venom City, because they were considered race traitors. The Formians are very racist, as everyone
That
knows.
would figure.
Well, yeah, I mean, it has to do with their rigid mentality.
There are drones moving about, moving eggs to and fro, as elves and humans and druids It just kind of looks like busy work to you. It just says they're moving eggs from pile A to pile B. You can't see even reason to it. One of them's playing solitaire. It's
With what?
shit in his cards. They're quite hard to shuffle.
And yet they make the most delightful tinkling sound.
And as you sneak up, you see a gigantic dung beetle queen thing talking to a equally gigantic spider in click language. So see if you can translate click language.
Okay.
So many mandibles chattering at once.
Like, so then I said, I think she's a bitch. Like, well, she is, girlfriend. Seriously.
Can I make a beast lore roll on that?
Yeah, beast lore would work.
Can I talk? Are these creatures in the wild?
Yes,
So I
they
can just
are.
understand them.
Yeah, you can just understand them. I forgot that you were a druid.
So did
That's
I.
the thing.
briefly. But we remember now.
Yeah.
Well,
I made it. Did you make it?
I get something interesting.
All right. Yes.
Well, apparently
I'll
Julie.
give you something else.
Well, apparently Julie is cheating on Darren right now.
So the spider is talking now.
Male spider.
The Spider Lord promises you great wealth when the Colossus Archipelago falls. All of the waste of all of the humans that are brought under the single nation of the House of Manta shall be yours, Queen of Dung Beetle.
Please tell me she's like Thatcher, the queen.
I don't
Like,
know.
hello.
God damn it.
So Robin
negate.
Williams in
As Thatcher.
That does sound lovely. Yes. I would quite like that. It's very hard to translate and click the accent, but it's very good. So what must I do to achieve this boon from Spider Lord? So the large spider says, you need merely let the House of Manta soldiers pass through your subterranean kingdom to the hole and defend them from the orc fiends by distracting them in battle. Then all the waste shall be yours, and we shall wipe out the orcs in the process. Spider Lord has allied herself with these humans, and she seeks your alliance in turn. So
You're so manly.
the queen goes, oh, I try not to make decisions hastily. And especially not when hungry. She eats one of her drones.
And the drone's like, whatever.
It's a living.
There's a drone playing solitaire.
Yeah.
That is all. Who's he? That is awesome.
That drone's playing solitaire. He doesn't want us to see.
But we did.
So
That drone's going.
I am quite of. I have many minds of this issue. I shall have to think. Perhaps someone could make me a better offer.
I'm sorry, I'm waiting
Parlay
till the
roll?
giant spider's not there.
You say that out loud.
No.
Parlay roll.
Like,
I think I've got an idea.
I definitely have one, so.
well, then maybe we should let's just make ourselves known right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
oh yeah, sorry.
Speaking of a better offer,
We were
my
trying to be
queen,
respectful by not speaking out of turn.
to the drone. Can you announce this to the queen?
Like, you're not my supervisor.
No.
That's exactly what he says.
Damn it.
You're not my supervisor. I want to hire this drone as a...
Okay.
Like you're just collecting NPCs.
Oh, yeah.
Adventure.
He's like,
That's how we got Balzac.
That's our power. Like, try to use your power only for good.
Oh,
No.
using the lute pick against the sounding box on my lute to make the clicks. Just let her know. What the Spider Lord is not telling you is that if the House of Manta were to come through, all of the humans above will be killed, which means there will be no human waste for you to have. He's actually cheating you. He's trying to tell you that he is going to give you a great wealth of food and resources that will cease to exist. He is going to cut off all of your supply. All of it.
And he's a spider. You can't trust him.
The elf intrudes! Kill him!
Like,
no, there is no violence in the egg chamber. Thus has always been my decree.
Not only that, but we have information that may be of use to you.
Castanet Thief Chance is the second song you must record if you would like a free game.
and then Druid Brothel.
No.
Never.
Then you get nothing.
Except
I
that
take away
sad
prizes from
feeling
other
in
people.
in the pit of your stomach.
So, yes, what do you say to that, Spider Lord? Will the added waste of the Colossus Archipelago slaves that you intend to collect be enough to supplement the waste of the Venom City? And how will it be flavored? We've come quite accustomed to a certain bouquet down here. What
Like
will
you
their
do.
primary foodstuffs be? We do need to know. Drones, take notes. Drones with clipboards show up. Because this is a
You mean
diplomatic scenario.
clipboards?
Yes, clipboards. They just stab them with their mouths. It's a very inefficient form of note-taking.
It's
but-
like, we may be able to speed up the efficiency of your note-taking by as much as 20%.
No.
We
It's
can-
really just their skin. They make everything out of their skin. So they're
Like-
really just stabbing themselves.
But they're making punch cards out of it.
Yes, quite so.
Except for the one playing solid.
So
queen.
you are now in a diplomatic debate with a gigantic spider offspring for the allegiance of the Queen of the Dung Beetle men. So what are you going to parlay? This is going to be a full-blown parlay roll.
And as a matter of fact, I can make a better offer to you. You see, I know how to end your age-old war with the orcs, because if you were to...
By the way,
Hold
David
on.
is strumming every word he speaks. I want you to know this.
If you were to enter a trade agreement with them, we have figured out a way to make them less savage through the use of herbalism.
Okay.
Thus will end your eternal conflict, and you can, instead of focusing on war and expansion, you can focus on expansion for expansion's sake.
Okay, so roll parlay, and your success will
I like
determine
your
how well that goes.
Dude, I like yours.
12.
Like,
Sounds great! She says in a manly voice, uncharacteristic to her previous dialogue.
very good. They live. Execute the spider.
So, Sir Spider, we thank you for your offer, but we shall not be letting your troops fall through our borders. And Sir Spider says, death to the Stylo City dogs! House of Manta forever! And he attacks you. So he is ignoring the mandate and trying to kill you, and he's a giant spider.
First, ask for
I am going to stand absolutely firm and just say, even at the risk of my life, I will not raise a hand in the Queen's egg chamber.
Okay,
Such
well, he's
is
definitely
her decree.
attacking Meliandre then.
It's like, unless the queen authorizes it.
Okay. Well, she's a bit taken aback, so he's attacking Meliandre.
Doesn't
What's
mean you
everybody
can't
doing?
dodge.
Well,
I
I'm
would
going to
defy some danger.
defying danger
Danger.
by enduring.
And I am going to attempt to defend him.
13
How do you defy danger?
as he comes close and just rears up and comes down. Hand, stop the face.
Spider! Talk to the hand.
It's like,
I believe I said no.
it's like, what up, G? You can't handle it.
All right, what are you doing?
Face
I
palm.
attempted to defend to no avail.
All right, you fall on the ground over an egg.
Eh.
You splash the drone solitaire cards everywhere.
I'm sorry. I'll help you pick those up later, okay?
Tell him that the Red Queen goes on the Black King.
Like, well, it's over now. You're not my supervisor.
The queen then detaches from her egg sac and falls on the spider, tearing into him with her giant mandibles. It's quite horrific and disgusting. Make a con check to avoid throwing up again just from the sight. Everyone. You're going dry, buddy.
9.
8.
You guys are a little put off by it.
Like, oh my.
Must maintain soul of a diplomat.
Left death is... I remember when I used to puke. Those were the days.
You're a wizard. It was part of the job description.
It's like, seriously, that stuff should be out of your system by now. You might want to get that checked out.
I think I saw toenails in that last one.
Like, are they yours?
All right.
Clip them somehow.
The House of
There's your
Manta
problem.
was indeed going to use the subterranean passages beneath Venom City to invade and open up the Thumb Gate, but it turns out that you have stopped it through diplomatic relations
And
with
pot.
and with both the orcs and the
And copious vomit.
and the Dung Queen. So are you going to have them meet to arrange peace, or
Yes, we will, but first, before we do any of that,
okay?
We need to fulfill our end of the bargain.
we are going to go up
Okay,
to the surface.
all right.
We are going to let the general know what's going on, explain the situation to her really, 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 really quickly.
Okay.
Which is to say, we need weed, copious amounts of halfling
Well,
pipe weed,
preferably seeds.
preferably seeds, because we've got a horticulture experiment going on down there, and those orcs will stop being violent and stop trying to kill people if we just get them really, really high.
Well, that's quite illegal.
Like, we just stopped those troops from using that tunnel.
Well, yes, but I've only so much sway. If you want me to influence the symphony board, I can use my sway for that, as was originally arranged. But emptying the city guard's confiscation vaults is another. You must pick which you want.
Seeds, then.
Tell me it's for the greater good.
It's for the greater good.
Tell me that I'm not going to regret this.
Sure.
We're going to empty the vault of the seeds.
All right, if that's
We're
what you
going to-
wish.
Peace is far more important than the art.
I shall order them all disposed of at the hole.
Okay, let's give him a hug.
All right.
Finfree, get in here.
You're part of this hug now. Can we get that drone too? I want that drone.
Yes.
One that played solitaire.
The drone is watching you for the queen. So, yeah.
Bring it on in here, man.
Come on, you're part of this too.
Many people are staring at you in the streets.
Like, what? Like, aren't you people open to other cultures?
You've never seen a group hug before?
Titanius is over talking to himself
Or maybe...
But what else is new? He's done that for the last 4
while
hours.
trying to
Dude,
come
I
to
got
some
it.
sort of actual decision, and there are chicken explosions coming from all
Oh,
of it.
dude. Let him have a conversation with the skull.
Yeah, I'm going to introduce Titanius to the skull.
All right, you leave the skull with him. Titanius is confused as to whether it's real or not, or if skulls are real or not, or if language is real or not.
Don't you know communication is impossible?
Pretty much.
I always lie.
So you arrange a peace meeting on the promise that there's going to be increased halfling weed. What's his name? Faggy, the recently mellowed, actually gets some of his fellows high to bringing a diplomatic coterie to the shit pile, upon which the queen and her
Natural neutral
Doug
guy,
Beeler
right?
guards
I was going to
meet.
rape and kill. Then I got high.
Pretty much. They are all somewhat aghast at each other until it starts raining halfling weed and seeds, in which case there is much embracing. You are regarded as the heroes. The drones begin erecting statues of you in piles of human shit, as
Isn't
is
that
the
beautiful?
highest honor of the Dung Beetle men. And you have made peace beneath Venom City and added a whole new structure to their economy, as they can now trade
Diversity!
with Dung Beetle men and
Stoned orcs.
stoned orcs. Once they all
He's
get
like, hey,
really wasted.
click, far out.
Yes, and so
A new dichotomy
you've brought
emerges.
peace to Venom City and prevented the invasion. The war will continue on at Thumbgate, but it will be a war of attrition.
And now we have a goblin and a drone.
Fenderfree is still the slave of Thaggy, the recently mellowed. So he will have to go. But you do have a skull.
And a drone.
And believe it or not, despite all this goddamn nonsense, I have still advanced the plot of the campaign.
Yeah!
Suck it.
Free BJ for Caleb.
So, where do you guys want
Not
to go?
it.
No, thank you.
No, dude,
Where do
no.
you guys want to go next on the map from Venom City?
Well, I'm still going to take a stab at the Goblin Symphony. If I can't get it to play in this conservatory, I suppose I will have to move higher up.
You could go to a Rib State, which are independent city-states, not necessarily all under the
Thumb.
rule of the Colossus Archipelago. You could go to the Kingdom of Skull, which is the capital of the Colossus Archipelago. You could go to the Vertebral Mountains. You could go to Coccyx itself by chartering a boat.
go to the
See if
asphalt.
your elven symphonies could perform it. It's all up to you guys. So.
Yeah, let's go there, David.
You know, I'm leaning more towards the Rib States.
Well, I guess we'll decide whenever we start the game again.
Right.
In another 4 months. So this was
We gotta name the
this
drone.
was a thing for.
We have to name the drone.
It's about 2 hours too long. I apologize. It's 1 hour and 55 minutes. All right.
Didn't seem like that.
So thanks for listening. If this ever gets posted,
It will, because it's awesome.
Bye.